Should I be using my personal profile or my LinkedIn company page as part of my strategy? Oh, okay. This is a really good question that we get asked a fair bit. And given that so many people ask this in our marketing Kickstarters, I thought I'd jump on here and share my thoughts. Keen to hear whether you agree with me on this one. But basically, when we're trying to come up with the tactics to use as part of your marketing strategy, and we decide that perhaps LinkedIn is the way to go, we basically consider three things to decide whether it's to start posting on your personal or your company page. The first thing is the brand. So if you are the brand, say you're a solo advisor or you're part of a small team or you're the only person who is client facing, then it may be worth using your personal profile because it may be the stronger option there because you've got a lot of that capital in your own personal brand. However, if you're part of a bigger firm, bigger team, where the name of the business is really front and center, then perhaps the company page may be a better fit in that instance, unless you're trying to build your personal brand at the same time. The second thing is we like to think about the audience for your content. So a lot of people have, way more followers on their personal account rather than the company profile. So, you have to be considering whether it's worth using the audience that's already there or trying to build a brand new audience base, say, on your company profile. If you already have tons of followers, tons of connections on LinkedIn, it may be worth you asking yourself, is my effort better spent using this audience who are already there and they're already engaged, or should I put in the effort to actually growing the company page and putting in the effort to create the content and potentially just getting crickets? So that's the second consideration. The third consideration is the content style. So what are you going to be posting about? Because it has to be kind of a bit of cohesion between what your personal style is for posting, what you're already posting, and what we're going to be posting for you as your marketing team. So, if you're funny and sassy, but you actually want to have kind of more of a serious, informative approach to your content on LinkedIn, then there's going to be this real disconnect if we start posting content like that is very, very, jarring in contrast to what you're already organically posting. We want it to seem really seamless between what you're posting and what we're posting. So the other thing is if you want to be going with a bit more, say, thought leadership or doing some personal commentary on, things that are happening in the industry, that's a really cool approach for your marketing. But that actually works really well on a personal profile. If you're kind of leaning more towards formal, informative posts, then maybe a company page is the way to go. So those are the three things that we consider when we're setting up someone's LinkedIn strategy. But here's the good news. You actually don't have to be in one camp or the other. We generally focus our efforts on one or the other, but we use a blend of the two of them to keep them active if you have both profiles going. So we actually generate a content plan, and sometimes we just go, what is the type of content? Where will this sit best? Or another way that we've been trialing recently, and it's been working really well, is that we use the personal brand because that's generally where you have more connections, and we post from there, and then we reshare to the company profile. So you're keeping both active, and no matter where people happen to find you on LinkedIn, they're still going to get your content. So I guess the main thing is just to consider that the channel will match your brand, is going to match your audience and your style of content. So hopefully that helps. Let me know if you agree or disagree, because I'm keen to hear. That's just my personal opinion. Thanks so much.